types of words that we must avoid. 7 types of words that we must avoid in a broad way. The first is excessive words. That means speaking too much. Proverbs chapter 10 and verse 19 says, "Where there are many words, transgression is unavoidable." Do you want to have the ear of a disciple? Do you want to listen to this? Where there are many words, transgression is unavoidable. I remember reading, I think it was John Wesley, who was very particular about holiness among the little groups of people he gathered together in little churches in different places. It gradually became the Methodist Church later on. You know why it was called the Methodist Church? Because they had a method about everything that John Wesley and the others called them. Hey, these are guys with method, Methodist Church. But John Wesley was a very disciplined man, and one of the methods he taught the Methodist churches was this, among many other things. He said, "You sisters, when you go visiting homes, that's okay, visit for fellowship. But if you sit down," he said, "and talk for more than 45 minutes, you will definitely sin." Now, there's no verse like that in the Bible, but he discovered through many years of watching that when women sit down and talk together for more than 45 minutes, they're going to talk about people, and there's bound to be sin. So he said, try and limit your conversation when you're visiting people just for fellowship and conversation to a short amount of time and then go away. Now, if that is not true, just examine your own life and see if John Wesley was not right. For a certain period, for some it may be less than 45 minutes. They sort of branch off into sin in 15 minutes. But 45 minutes is sort of the ultimate limit, he said. But just think of it. Now, there are godly people who can speak for 3-4 hours and never sin. But they are so few. John Wesley was talking about 90%. And most of us may fall in that 90%. A lot of young people also, when they sit together and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk, after a certain amount of time, what do they talk? It becomes some type of sin. And they continue because, our restraints, we can hold on to something only for so long, and after that, it all comes out. So, it says here that, it's where there are many words, transgression is unavoidable. And, but he who restrains his lips is wise. So, what should we do? Restrain our lips. Speak a little less. Okay. And chapter 12. Proverbs chapter 12 and verse 23. A prudent man conceals knowledge, but the heart of the fools proclaims folly. Or as Message Bible says, prudent people, wise people, don't flaunt, don't show off their knowledge. Talkative fools just broadcast their silliness. So, a wise man doesn't talk too much because he doesn't want to show off his wisdom. The fools keep on talking. They have an opinion on this, an opinion on that, an opinion on another thing. Even matters on which they don't know anything, they'll give an opinion. It's a mark of a fool. Again, chapter 14. Chapter 14, this is just a general warning. In verse 3. In the mouth of the foolish is a rod for his back, but the lips of the wise will protect him. A wise speech always evokes respect. If you can get a reputation that what you say is so wise, gradually people will begin to respect you. They'll want to hear what you have to say. And that's even in personal, private conversation. Okay, and we turn to chapter 17 and verse 27 and 28. He who restrains his words has knowledge, or the one who knows much says little. The one who knows much says little. And he who has a cool spirit is a man of understanding. An understanding person remains calm. And even a fool, when he keeps silent, is considered to be wise. And when he closes his lips, he is considered wise. So, like that worldly proverb says, if you're a fool, keep your mouth shut and don't open it and remove all doubt that you are a fool. So even a fool, when he keeps his mouth shut, people say, boy, what a wise man. He's hardly saying anything. That's what the Bible says, Excessive words. And what happens when excessive words come? Usually it leads to gossiping and talking about various type of things. Here's a verse about that. Proverbs 11, verse 13. He who goes about as a talebearer reveals secrets, but he who is trustworthy conceals the matter. See, there are some people who cannot conceal anything. They know something, they must immediately tell the whole world about it. And such people are not trustworthy. If someone has told you something in confidence, you can earn a reputation for being a wise person if you never tell anybody. Particularly if you are a godly person, you won't tell anybody. You won't tell your wife, you won't tell any other brother, you just keep it to yourself because somebody told you something in confidence. See this verse in Micah chapter 7 and verse 5. Micah 7:5 says, the last part, guard your lips even from your wife. Don't say everything. This is a godly man who recognizes that certain things he shouldn't even tell his wife. Are you like that? So, it's very easy, I think the danger is more for women here. Women tend to be greater gossip